Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, the first bit of news we're talking about is that Chloe Zhao has come out and stated that she wants to cast Francis McDormand in an Eternal sequel, which would just be incredible for many reasons really. One being Francis McDormand is just such a talented character actor, and that's something that Marvel likes to utilize when thinking of a villain. And that's what I think she would play in an Eternal sequel, would be the bad guy, the villain, because Marvel know that they get these squeaky clean actors to play the superheroes, but they are able to cast incredible Oscar-winning, Oscar-nominated actors and actresses as a villain, which just adds an element to a film that maybe you can't get from a normal actor. It's what they did with Michael B. Jordan, right? So if you look at Black Panther, they cast a villain and they cast an actor who can give light to the film and give a character backstory to that villain that makes you almost like the villain in a way. You hate him in the film, you don't want him to win, but you sort of feel a human sort of empathy towards that villain, and Marvel do that so well because they saw the success that Heath Ledger was able to do with Joker and how that just made a superhero film so much better, and they've been looking to go down that route ever since. So I think that's why Francis McDormand would play the perfect villain in an Eternal sequel. And another good thing that comes from this is that we know there's going to be an Eternal sequel. I know it was kind of obvious that we would get an Eternal sequel just because Marvel don't like to do just the one movie, but it's still up in the air. But now that Chloe Zhao is talking about who she would cast in an Eternal sequel means those conversations are pretty much solid. They know that they're going to want to have an Eternal sequel, especially with how successful the early reviews have been and how the box office is probably going to look when this movie comes out internationally. So another thing about Francis McDormand being in an Eternal sequel, I feel she can just bring so much with her into a movie. She doesn't just play a character, she adds like almost an extra element to a film, and that's basically all due to her talent. She's so talented that whatever scene she's in, she steals the show and makes that scene seem super impactful. And that's what Marvel need. Anytime a villain steps into a scene, that scene the intensity is just ramped up high. With their heroes, they're able to have some comical scenes, they're able to have some scenes kind of about nothing which shape the film and make the film. But what I think they would do about Francis McDormand is bring her in as a villain because she is able to just add so much intensity. All you have to do is go look at Nomadland or 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri to see how talented she can be. Even in Fargo, whatever scene she does, it's intense. Sorry about that car if you guys heard that. But whatever scene she does, it's intense, and the element that she can bring and that empathical feeling that you can't help but feel towards her character just heightens the emotions of the movie. And this is all credit to Marvel. They've looked at indie directors, indie actors, and they go for really talented storytellers for all of their movies, which is just incredible and not something that you would expect or not something that they have to do. They're so big, they're such a blockbuster every time they release. They can cast anybody, they can use whatever typical blockbuster actor, director, writer, but they choose perfect storytellers. And that's super credit to them because they could easily do anything for the money, cast anybody because they bring a lot of attention and a lot of eyeball to the movie, which I'm not saying Frances McDormand doesn't, but she's not on the level of The Rock or something. She's kind of been an indie actor all the way through her career as a character actor and obviously Oscar nominated, but that doesn't mean that she brings this massive blockbuster attention. But Marvel never look at that. They always look at who's the best writer, director, or actor for this film, and they go with that as the character and as their casting. And so, yeah, massive credit to Marvel. I think this is a really good choice. I could see it coming for the last few months. I've been thinking, you know what? Her career's sort of ramped up ever since Nomadland, and she's just the perfect actor and someone that they would want to go for. You just have to look at the villains they've cast before in the past, and that's for sure someone that they would choose as a villain. And if Chloe Zhao was looking at her to be cast in a film, no doubt about it, she plays the villain. And I think what Chloe Zhao and Frances McDormand can cook up as two incredible storytellers will just be incredible, and I'm nothing but excited for this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Frances McDormand joining the MCU and being an Eternal sequel. Let me know about what you guys think in the comments comments. I'm always super interested. So once again, thank you guys for watching. See you on the next news episode.